Good morning friends, welcome to Jce Connect. Today's course TQM 17ME664 Division C Module 4.3. Outline of the presentation: Introduction, Scatter diagram, scatter diagram procedure, types of correlation, advantage and disadvantage of scatter diagram. Here we have that is introduction. Scatter diagram is the simplest way to determine a cause and effect relationship exists between two variables is to plot a scatter diagram. Scatter diagram are the graphical component of regression analysis and they provide rigorous statistical analysis. In this diagram we can say we have that is x-axis and y-axis, and usually this scatter diagram is the simplest method to study the correlation between two variables, where in the values of each pair of variables is plotted on a graph in the form of dots. Here you can see these dots 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. These are the dots, thereby obtaining as many points as the number of observations. Then by looking at the scatter of several points, the degree of correlation is ascertained. The degree to which the variables are related to each other depends on the manner in which the points are scattered. The more the points plotted are scattered over the chart, the lesser is the degree of correlation between the variables. The more the points plotted are closer to the line, here the points are closer to the line, the higher is the degree of correlation. The degree of correlation is denoted by R. Here we have that is scatter diagram procedure. Collect a pair of the data where a relationship is suspected. Draw a graph with an independent variable on the horizontal axis. Here on the x-axis you have to draw the independent variable on the horizontal axis and dependent variable on the vertical axis. Here on the y-axis you can draw the dependent variable. Look at the pattern of the point to see if a relationship is obvious. Divide the points on the graph into 4 quadrants. Here. And here we have that is types of correlation. First one we see that is a positive correlation, and this positive correlation is said to be a perfectly positive when all the points lie on the straight line rising from the lower left hand corner to the upper right hand corner. Okay, this is called as a positive correlation. We have that is negative correlation. Negative correlation is said to be perfectly negative when all the points lie on the straight line rising from the lower right hand corner to the lower left hand corner. That is, this you call it as a negative correlation. Next we have that is no correlation. Here we are going to have the variable is said to be unrelated, and these are the points which this is unrelated when the points are haphazardly scattered. This is the haphazardly scattered over a graph and do not show any specific pattern. It is not showing any pattern. Here the correlation is absent and hence R is equal to 0. These are the types of correlation. In this we have positive correlation, negative correlation and no correlation. Next we will see the advantage and disadvantage of scatter diagram. Advantages: scatter diagrams are easy to draw, it is easily understood and interpreted. Values of extreme items do not affect this method. Disadvantage are these diagrams are unable to measure the precise extent of correlation. It is not a quantitative measure of relationship between the variables. Thank you for watching.